This type of connection is based in stardust and the blood fallen from the hard-earned tears of effort that we take on in this lifetime. It's the union of two souls who have no understanding of time. A twin flame connection is the belief that in the beginning of creation we were light flames of energy that were separated and placed into two separate bodies. These bodies change over the course of several lifetimes, but the souls always remain the same, and they spend most of their lives working their way back toward one another and learning from each other. There is no other aspect we encounter in our lives that has the ability to not only change our life direction but our soul as well. The beauty is that twin flames change us with love so effortlessly that we find ourselves shedding the life we knew, before we even realized that we had outgrown it. For those who have experienced the uniqueness of this connection, we know that all others cannot compare to their grace and originality. This is the very reason that we sometimes have a hard time understanding and accepting that just because this connection came into our lives, it doesn't mean that we are supposed to join in this lifetime. Unfortunately for most of us, the life purpose of the twin flame connection is not to join together, but to come in, stir up one another's lives and then retreat back into the shadows. Their purpose is to change our lives, not to always become a permanent part of them. This is such a difficult concept to grasp, because nothing in the world has prepared any of us for what this connection feels like, or how it pulls us in stronger than the moon on the tides. But the reality is that if this connection wasn't as powerful, it wouldn't be able to serve its ultimate purpose for our destiny. There isn't any way to awaken without a catalyst. We can't be propelled from the mediocre into the chaos of ascension. Only the one who has the map of our soul will be able to pull us out of our hiding places, so that we can begin our true journey of finding ourselves. Through their ability to know exactly what buttons to push, and which parts of ourselves get stuck on the desires of our egos, only they are able to see where we need to grow and how best to accelerate that for our overall soul development. Because there isn't any way for us to grow into who we are meant to be if we don't leave behind who we were only pretending to be. There's a break that occurs through this process. It shatters us into a million pieces, and it's not always one that we are comfortable with or want to be awakened to. It's a definable shift that marks a before and after in our lives, and a knowing that even if we wanted to be, never again will we be the same people. No one else in our life is able to initiate that process but our twin flame. Our twin flame is our counterpart. A twin flame is the balance of darkness and light, and the beautiful magic that occurs when the divine feminine and masculine become strong enough to be able to grow into each other's energies. It's the meeting of our person, the fire that burns and the magic that attracts. The thing is though, that some of us are meant to join in this lifetime together, but it won't happen until we have accepted the process of ascension that they have created in our lives. And it won't happen if we are still clinging to the outcome and love like we would with an earthly love. This is because our souls know if we are going to be caged or do the caging, and as long as we haven't learned all that we have needed to, we will continually unconsciously push our twin away because they can sense we aren't ready. The only way that twins have even the possibility to join in this life is to be free. This means that we first have to recognize that it's freedom that we alone crave, and that perhaps all along it's what we have been working toward. The other possibly equally important aspect is that we need to encourage our twin to be free as well. In this process, we won't become overly fixated on the outcome, nor will we judge our togetherness by traditional standards. Instead, we might just realize that this kind of love is made of moments, and maybe it's a collection of these times that determines what this connection becomes, rather than the twins themselves. It's the ability to step back and recreate what we thought was possible through the formation of the unknown into the tangible. It wants our lover to be free and happy more than we need to have our egos satisfied, and it's about finding that balance for both of them, so that they might move together toward their ultimate soul's purpose. There is no denying the overwhelming magic that can occur when two twins choose each other, but even if they don't, it doesn't mean that the connection hasn't served its purpose. It only means that one or both twins weren't ready, but the thing we also have to remember is that time is irrelevant for these loves, so what seems impossible today may suddenly move into fruition tomorrow. And so, at the end of it all we can really do is our own soul's work on ourself and allow the one we love to remain as free as possible. Beneath the moon's intimacy, she desired no one else's shadow to dance with her, but his. Written Behem.